Hey, how's it going guys? Ancient Rune here, back with another Borderlands 3 build video, and today I'll be going over my non-gun flak build called Rakks. This build was originally based around getting the most damage out of Rakks, but with some other stuff like Novos, grenades, and ground slams added. This build is glass cannon, but also technically tanky with how fast it kills everything. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The save file will be found in the Discord, which is linked down below, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, and for the gear here, we have a Guardian Angel. This is what we're going to use for all of our damage dealing stuff. You want to have this for the up to 500% V2 damage you get based off how far away you are from an enemy, and you want to get it with URAD. But parts don't really matter much. Having 21% card crit can be nice for stuff that can crit, and getting a melee blade for melee damage items can be good, but besides that, it doesn't matter too much, and it's not that impactful if you don't have it. It doesn't make or break a build at all. And then we have a Clockwork Res. This is just to revive pet if we go down. We are using URAD, so we don't have a health gate, so it can happen where we go down from time to time. And if pet is also down, we can just shoot this really quickly, and then it's good to go. And you can also skip that cooldown if you just swap away from your weapon and then swap back to the res, and the cooldown will be gone at evolve. Another gun where I don't know how the parts work, but the parts don't matter as well. Then we have an EMP5. This is just used to get around better with better boost speed. Parts don't matter here, so it's just really good. 3 guns where parts don't really matter. Anointment doesn't matter here. This one can't get anointments. And we have the Free Radical. This is purely to help get out of the fight for life. If pet's down out of range, we can't use a res. Nothing was killed from all of our other stuff. Then Free Radical is here to save us. You could also use like a Kick Charger or like a Plague Bear or something with overkill you get, but Free Radical is just nice and consistent. And then for the non-gun stuff, we have the Frozen Heart as the shield. This is the shield I mainly use, but you can also use stuff like the Stinger or Messy Breakup. All different shield effects. So this one does melee damage, and this one spawns drones, which are really nice. I really like using them on Zane, but Flak can actually really support the Messy Breakup to make it really good. And that also has Reflect parts, and Reflect is really nice on Flak. But yeah, Frozen Heart I really like. It'll freeze everything that can be frozen, and it just does insane damage with a huge radius. And then for the grenade, I like to use a Hunter Seeker. Mitosis is the best option, but it doesn't really matter too much. The element I like to use is corrosive, just because a lot of things have corrosive element with the corrosive health bar, but you really just want an element match. I have a Hunter's Shock and Fire one here, and I like to just go with ASC corrosive here. It doesn't really matter too much. This ASC will be nice for our Hunter Seeker, but in the end, the anointment doesn't matter too much here. You could use on grenade throw, but it is additive boost with the Guardian Angel, so it's not as good. And then I like to use the Rakk Pack or the Peregrine. If you're using a Hunter Seeker, you want to use the Rakk Pack, as Hunter Seeker is very weird with Peregrine and doesn't work very well. You want to try and get as many points into Pack Tactics as you can, because I believe it's V1 damage, so it's very nice there. And then I have it so it gives points into head count, but that part doesn't matter as much as getting the Pack Tactics. And then we'll look for splash damage, splash radius, action skill damage, action skill cooldown rate, anything that'll help here. Grenade damage if you're using like a light speed. Grenade damage will not help the Hunter Seeker. And then we have the Peregrine. That can be really nice for the Rakks applying your grenades. This will help your grenades do more damage with like the light speed, the gas call. The fish slap is really good. It does melee damage. And then we have fixative longbows. These are double dipping sticky grenades, which are incredibly strong and really good go-to for bossing. Can insane damage. But yeah, those are really good alternative grenades to go, especially with the Peregrine. But I like to use the Rakk pack on this build. For the options, I mainly go spark plug here just for the slamming. It's really strong on flak. You can also use the snowdrift. Snowdrift is really good for moving around. If you feel slow, you can use that instead of the spark plug. But spark plug is also really nice. All you really need is area of effect damage, and then action skill cooldown rate is very useful. And we go deathless again for the U-Rad anointment. And then for the skill tree, we'll start here. We go to Megavore. This is basically because of the Hunter Seeker. Getting those crits will help get head count. To get our action skill back for Rakks, to cast more Rakks, which do more Novas. Just kind of constant cycle going. Interplanetary Stalker for the damage increase. We have Leave No Trace, which doesn't really help here, but if I do shoot any guns like the Free Radical, it can be nice and helpful, but this one doesn't really matter at all. We go head count. This is for getting back our action skill with Hunter Seeker, since Hunter Seeker is the best way to do that with Megavore. We have Hunter's Eye for the damage increase. We have Ambush Predator. This is for the crit damage. We have Big Game for the Hunter kill skill duration. And then we have the Most Dangerous Game. This will give good boost like crit damage. And then we have Galactic Shadow for crit damage. We go Max Grim Harvest for the action skill damage, gives 50%. And then we go Megavore for critting. Then we go Furious Attack for the just going down the tree. It's the best option here, and we'll give some gun damage for Fight for Your Life. Maximum health increase doesn't really matter much. I guess it would give her shield for Deathless. Besides that, it isn't helping. Then we go Eager to Impress to help with the cooldown. Very good and nice. 1 point All My BFFs to help keep your pet alive, and then Lick the Wounds for your pet to revive you. We go Nothing in Purple Tree because Purple Tree sucks. And then we have the Blue Tree. We go Percent Hunter just because it's the best thing. Rakks don't have a duration. The gun damage can be nice for Fight for Your Life, but basically all these don't really matter here. Frenzy for the V1, and you only need 1 point in Heat Bites to get a good way of having Frenzy, because anytime enemy attacks a pet, the pet attacks back, and then you just get a stack of Frenzy. And then we go Who Rescues Who. You only need 1 point because it's really strong. Converts health from damage dealt. Flak's damage dealt goes to pet's health, and so we're dealing millions of damage, so pet easily gets his health back, so you only need 1 point. We go Psycho Head on the Stick. This just gives pet a better move speed. We go Barbaric Yacht to help boost our pet, which we have here for the elemental damage. Then we go Pack Tactics for the damage increase for us. This one will give portion of damage they take is converted into healing for their pet, so it's just really good. 1 pointer, and it's right there. And then of course we go Rakk Attack. We go Flock and Load here for the extra Rakks, and Rakk Accelerate for the extra charge and cooldown. Basically what you always take. You can take these ones sometimes, but usually are kind of meh. Then we have the Spider Ant Scorcher. This can debatably be the best thing for Flak, the best pet, because we always deal some sort of elemental damage. If you're using a non-elemental gun, you might be using some sort of bonus element. Maybe you're a Revolter, maybe it's a next 2 mags, maybe U-Rad, but basically always use Spider Ant, so we get that elemental damage where Flak gets nowhere in here. And since we're going Deathless, the health regen doesn't help much, but it would be good if we weren't going Deathless. And then you can go to Mayhem 10. I don't have any modifiers, but you can get more than OK Boomer. That is for more grenade damage, and then just for like grenades in general, drop more, but I never have needed it, so you don't have to worry about that. I hope you guys enjoyed the build video. Flak is the master of non-gun shenanigans with his incredible damage formula, and this build just proves it. This build is super satisfying with everything dying in the blink of the eye. Again, you can find the save file in my Discord, which is linked down below, as well as my other socials. If you haven't, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.